Hello guys, welcome back. In this particular video, we'll be discussing about difference between list and tuples. As of now, we have learned this particular tuples, and previously we have also learned this particular list. And as we have already seen, like tuples is similar kinds of list only. So let's try to see some key difference between list and tuples. So guys, you can see here I have listed down some of the key difference between list and tuples. You can see it is having syntax wise difference. Like whenever we define any kinds of list, we use this particular square bracket. And whenever we define any kinds of tuple, we use this particular parenthesis. And the second difference actually we'll see the mutability. That means list is immutable. That means you can change anything inside list. But on the other hand, tuple is not mutable. It's immutable. You can't change anything inside tuple. The third one is speed. Speed wise, actually, we'll see list is a little bit slow than tuples. See, in Python, whatever immutable data types you have, it is a little bit fast than the mutable one. So here we saw like list is immutable and tuple is immutable. So comparatively, tuple is faster than a list because it's a immutable one. Okay, always try to remember if anyone ask you in the interview which one is the first, so you can consider based on the mutability. So if it is immutable, it is a little bit slower than the immutable one. Okay, that's the idea. Now the next difference actually will get the memory, like how much memory it takes like this list and tuples. See, here I have written a simple Python program to check how much memory actually it is taking. So let me show you. So here is the program, guys. So here I'm using one Python package called sys. Sys is nothing but it's a system package. And here I have defined a list. You can see I'm using this particular range function to generate like thousands number. Again, I have taken a tuple. Again, I'm generating a thousands number inside that. Then what I'm doing with the help of this particular system package, I'm just getting the size of it, like how much size actually it is taking in the memory. Okay, what is the bytes actually it is taking in the memory. So this particular function will automatically look for in the memory and it will get that particular size. Okay, that's why we are using this particular sys package. Now if I execute this particular program, you will see that list is taking 8056 bytes. On the other hand, tuple is taking 8040 byte. Okay, now you can see tuple is taking a little bit less size than your list. So that's why I told you. That means tuple takes usually less space than your list. Okay, this is another difference. Now the next one, built-in functionality. Built-in functionality wise, list is having more built-in functionality because I told you list is immutable and inside that we can perform edit, delete operation. That's why it is having more built-in functionality. On the other hand, tuple is having only two built-in functionality. Now the next one, you can see error prone. So what is error prone? Let me show you. So let's say here I have written one code. This is the code. So here what I have written, I have taken a list here. And what I'm doing, I'm storing this particular list inside this particular B variable. Now I'm appending one value inside this particular A. Now I'm printing this particular A. I'm also printing this particular B. Now if I execute this particular program, you'll see that in both places actually it will add this particular 4 because we know that list is a mutable one. If you change anything, it will directly reflect in that particular original one. Okay, that's why although you are assigning this particular list in another variable, but it is pointing to the same memory location. That's why it's changing in both places. Okay. Now, on the other hand, if I perform the tuple operation, you can see this is a tuple and I'm storing this particular tuple inside this particular variable. Now here I'm performing one operation. You can see here I'm performing one addition operation with this particular tuple of 4. Now, if I execute this particular program, you'll see that it is only changing inside the A variable, but in the B variable, it is not changing anything because it is making a copy. Okay, it is making a copy of that particular variable. Instead of changing in the, let's say, original one, it is making a copy, and inside that particular copy, it is changing that particular statement. Okay, that is the idea. So that's why here I've written it's a error prone. Because if you're a beginner programmer, this particular statement would be a little bit confusing for you. Like what is happening? It is changing in both places. Although you have assigned this particular, let's say, list in a other variable, but again, it's changing like in multiple places, right? That is the confusion actually we'll get. And the last one, actually, usability, because I told you, let's say, whenever you are designing any kinds of software, first of all, try to decide what kinds of software you are implementing, whether it's changeable or it's not changeable. If you want to change anything, you can use the list. If you don't want to change anything inside that particular software, you can use tuples inside that. Okay, so these are some key differences you have to remember. Because see, sometimes in interview also ask this particular question, what is the difference between list and tuple? So that's why I showed you these are the difference. Okay, so yes, this is all about from this particular video. Thank you so much.